Hey, what's up everybody? It's Kellen here from Start Your Systems, and welcome to Track Walk episode 83 in MX Simulator, the 2016 Muddy Creek National. And yeah, I know this video is a day late. Well, the track actually just came out tonight as I'm recording and editing and all this, which is Wednesday when Track Walk is supposed to come out, which means that all the RF Pro guys only get a day, actually less than a day, to qualify for this event. So that's going to be pretty interesting. But yeah, it was round 5 of the Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Championship and round 5 of the Ride365.com Nationals powered by Versus-PC.com and MX Simulator. And pretty interesting track so far from what I've got my take on it. I haven't put a lot of time into the track, so I guess I can't say much. But as you can see from this video, as you'll see in the making of the lap segment actually, I learned the track pretty quick this time around, which has been kind of rare for me this year, and I don't feel like I've gotten any better at the game or anything. It's just that this track has a good flow to it already, so I'm excited to see how it races. But this track was built by Ryan Mahan again this week. He built Hangtown earlier on in the season. There's a little bit of help going around with Barrington and Wheels getting involved. SMR on the objects as usual. Race Carlin, I think, did decals. And yeah, I mean, that was a pretty good team effort this week. They threw it together last minute. The RF staff did, and so far so good on the results. Obviously, I'm kind of just taking a little spin around here in third person, and you get to see the onboard lap. But the track hasn't changed really at all from the year before, other than it's just a brand new track in general in Sim, different bumps, different ruts, all that jazz. But it's pretty fun, so I'm excited to see what the racing is like this weekend in Sim, or this week in Sim, and then this weekend IRL. But go ahead and take the onboard look at the track with me right now. Alright guys, welcome back to the making of the lap segment here on Track Walk episode 83. Hey look, 83 in MX Simulator, 2016 Muddy Creek National, and I'm having a tough time getting through my words here because this is the absolute first time I've seen the track. So yeah. For those of you that have no idea what this making of the lap segment is, for any of you new viewers to the channel, this is where you get to see me actually ride the track and do the lap that you just saw me do. And so basically, like I said, since this is the first time I'm seeing the track, the lap that you'll have seen is definitely going to be far from my best lap on this track. I pretty much just do this to get Track Walk done so that people can see the video and everything, and it's out as soon as it can be, and it's already late as is this week because they waited until now to release the track. So this is actually the first time anybody's probably seen the track because it's like brand new, like just released, honestly. And this is Wednesday night at about 7 p.m. local time. So that's 7 p.m. on the West Coast. So putting in the late night work tonight, trying to get track walk out for you guys on Thursday, so you guys can see it and everything and all that jazz. Now I'm gonna try to learn the track during this process. Did this same kind of track walk theme last week for High Point, and then I ended up not really playing the track much after that. In fact, the 2 flat that I did on a High Point was one of the better laps that I did up until a few hours before the race, when I finally started laying down some better lap times. Ran a 156 and then ran 156s pretty much regularly in the race, honestly. It was still my fastest lap that I ran was a 56, while the fastest laps that like Jesse and the top guys were doing were like 49s, 48s and stuff like that, but still managed a 10-12, so it worked out. No idea how much time I'll get on the track this week. As soon as I'm done with this, I have to do virtual lap. So I haven't even done virtual lap yet, just going right into track walk. But yeah, I'm just going to try to put in the laps this week, and I'm already floundering around. Very, very grippy traction already is what I can tell, which is something that I kind of expected because I read on the little RF Secret forum that all the RF members, not members, but RF staff, I should say, because members is now a different thing. But we can kind of see what's going on with the track, see how far along it is, even if we're not associated with building the track or anything. One of the creators had complained about the track being too grippy, and already I can tell that seems to be fairly true, because there's a lot of traction, and it's pretty easy to clear things like that uphill triple that I'm kind of facing right now over there, which is normally kind of a big jump on this track, or has been in the past. Was pretty easy to clear. Like, I'm thinking 3rd gear this time by, I probably should be able to get it. And as much as the traction is super grippy, it is not wanting to grip my front tire. So that's just all fine and dandy. So let's see, just 3rd gear, wicked, still OJ it, and I'm just gonna go straight on. You pretty much have to land on that plateau or it's game over, because the corner's like right there. You land and corner. There's just nothing, there's no room, there's nothing. So, very interesting so far to see how this track is shaping up. And then this table seems to be smaller, and then it's much easier to quad this than it used to be. So this track built by Ryan Mahan, so far, alright, so far I guess, because he did Hangtown. Hangtown was pretty good in my opinion. One of the better tracks that we've had this year so far. And this one, although definitely rushed, because judging by what I read in text messages back and forth with the RF crew and stuff like that, it was pretty last minute to throw this together. There's even the thought of canceling the event this week. So despite it being rushed, it seems like at least after I get some laps on it, I'll be able to find a flow, but right now I'm just having all kinds of issues. So I'm going to try to slow down first here and not try to balls out this track, because it seems like what I'm doing right now. So slow down, get a little bit more feel for the track before I start pushing the boundaries, which is what I always try to tell you guys is what you should do when you learn a new track. Don't go balls out, it's not going to get you anywhere. Hook that inside rut. The ruts seem to be pretty easy to see, which I always like. I usually have to run lower graphics, so sometimes the ruts kind of disappear. I am running higher graphics right now just to kind of show you guys what the track looks like. This is the ultra version of the track on some fairly high graphics settings. I don't have my graphics card all the way wicked out or anything like that, but the graphics in game are pretty wicked out. So this is, if you have a God computer, more or less what the track might look like. There we are. Little strange bounce there, but no worries. Oh, trying to go for the second rut, came in too hot. Too hot, like an ice cream cone with a cherry on top. All right, so we're just trying to figure it out, trying to figure out what lines work the best, shopping around a little bit, seeing what's good, what's bad, what is ugly. Whoa, just ripping. Going so hard, I'm looping out in ruts. I really want to know if I can rail this outside and then double down here. Oh, double right off the track. Get back on nice and smooth. And then inside looks like it's going to be pretty OP right there because the outside is pretty far out there. And this inside leads into the second rut. And you're back up to the start line, which seems pretty short this week. The start line is going to be key. The start of the race is going to be key, I should say. I finally had my first like decent start last week. Or I should say, not decent, but like probably would have come out of the first corner in like third last week at High Point. And the only person that was in front of me for the foreseeable future was Jordan Foster. And some bitch crashed right in front of me. I had nowhere to go. And I went from getting probably like a third or fourth place start to about 35th out of turn 1. This was Moto 2. So I was happy to get 12th after all that crap. But damn, Jordan Foster almost ruined it. Oh, coming a bit short there. It's alright. Made it work. Alright, let's try to get to the inside this time. That jump looks like it's going to be fun for whipping off of. That jump. Trying to get stopped for this inside. Oh boy. Hooked that rut really smoothly, but almost too smoothly because it just kind of ripped me off to the other side over there. Try the second rut this time. Oh. Hooked a little inside. Oh, going long. Landed it. And then, yeah, you can double down that hill. I've got the world's itchiest nose right now, but I'm kind of on a good lap, so I don't know if this was a good lap or not, but I don't want to tempt fate and stop to itch my nose and it actually was a good lap or something like that, so. I think I already had a slid out. Man, I don't know English tonight. So forget about me knowing English, because that's not going to happen. 48.7. No idea if that's good or not. No idea if that lap that I just did was good or not either. So I'm just going to keep on keeping on. See what I get down to. Definitely feels like the track already has a pretty nice flow to it. The rough is nice. It's not overbearing or anything like that, which is good to see on a track. Oh, too hot. All right, finally I can itch my nose. Whew. Swear, sometimes I get nose itches and they're just crazy. And sometimes in sim we do what we like to pull a tear off, which is, God forbid, you take your hand off the controller in the middle of a sim moto or a good lap on sim or something like that, because you have to have the utmost control of your vehicle. But we call it taking a tear off when we take our hand off the controller for whatever reason, whether it's an itch or something of the sort. Just a silly little verbiage that we use. It used to be that you could quickly text type in chat, so you'd hit T and have something ready to go, so you hit T up and it would load up the last thing that you said, which would be like tear off or something, and then hit enter all while in midair or something, and it would say like tear off in chat, like here. Actually, I'm not even gonna try it because that's not the point of this. Maybe I'll do it in a different video, like online play video in the future. That'll be Jeremy and I's task of the day, pull a tear off. Oh, rip. All right, 48.7. That I can't see. This is a problem with me, is that I have no idea whether or not the laps that I do are good, because I just kind of do them and then I'm like, oh, okay, this one turned out all right. And what I think is good and what you guys might think is good are two very different goods. Just because, I don't know, I've been around this game for a long time, so knowing how to play it kind of pays its dividends on what you like to see in your laps and whatnot. That was a pretty bad little scrubber tail that I just attempted right there. Almost went down. And then I have no idea which route I want to take up here yet, but I'm just jumping to the inside. And get down here, inside again. Leads me to the right side of the track. Oh boy. Got into the focus mode for a second, and it almost came unraveled. Maybe from any of those ruts you can actually double down the hill. I didn't really put a solid effort into doing it on that middle rut there, but maybe you could. Just maybe. I'm already really liking the rough on this track though. Feels nice. See, like even there you just kind of jump down into the braking bumps. Nothing major happened. Oh, and then last corner on what was actually a pretty good lap. I don't know what I was doing there. Pushing too hard, apparently. Back it up. 57.1. So maybe that 48 was actually pretty good, because I was on a pretty decent lap just then. And I was only 9 seconds slower, basically. For some reason, I just feel like I had a tip over or something of the sort on that 48, but maybe I'm hallucinating. Oh, come on, tip overs. Alright, let's try some different lines up here. Try middle. Somehow I didn't crash there. And then get all kinds of whipped out. Not really, that was pretty piss poor. Pretty piss poor performance on my end there. Now I'm delivering an ASMR video to you guys with that voice. Take this right here. Maybe go up to the inside of the top of the hill here. Shh, 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 shh. Nobody heard me. I didn't cut the track, it's okay. I won't tease you guys anymore, it's okay. Dang, that rut just leads you right off the track. It's a little frustrating, because it's like a cliff too. It's not even like, it's not that it leads you off the track and there's a way to ride out of it. It leads you off the track and it's a damn cliff off the side of the track. Alright, I'm going to do one more lap after this and then call it and just take the 48.7 for what it's worth. Even if it had a tip over, oh well. Big flippin' whoop. Whoa! Hello. Found a trampoline. I got a trampoline. Alright. Oh, by gosh, by golly. I'm gonna run a good lap for you all. That was a pretty abysmal lap, so let's see if we can turn it around and be a little bit smoother this time. Smooth, smooth, that's what it's all about in this game, just being smooth, just finding those lines and being smooth. Oh, jumping long. Ah, stupid bump. Alright, well, that confirms it. We are keeping that 48.7. Whether it's good or not, you guys are going to have to deal with it. Mwahaha, I'm such an evil person. Can take this opportunity on this last little lap here, though, to try some different lines out. Wonder if you could triple that there. Interesting. Oh, man. I'm not looking forward to having to race this already this fast, though. I do like when the track comes out with limited time, because then it means that the tryharders have less time to put in. But right now it's like, man, we're going to be racing this track less than 24 hours from now, from when I'm recording this video, and then it's even way less than when you guys will actually see this video, which is the day of the race. So if you're watching this right now, you can head over to the stream, or watching this right now, I should say, when you're watching this on June 23rd, 2016, before 5:30 p.m. Pacific time on the West Coast there with the time. You can head over at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, 8:30 Eastern, to twitch.tv/StartYourSystemsTV, and you can watch this exact race in MXM go down. But if not, you can always watch it back later on YouTube. That is the nice thing about us. We archive all of our Twitch streams on YouTube. So I'm going to wrap up this video. This has been Trackwalk episode 83, right on my back. That's where it says 83 in in Trackwalk on Start Your Systems. The 2016 Muddy Creek National. If you like this video, hit it with a like, comment your questions and concerns, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. My name is Kellen, and we'll see you guys next time right here on Start Your Systems.